Welcome back to Everything House. This is Marco. Today we are doing a teak bench. I had a client ask me if I do custom furniture, and I do. It's one of my favorite things to do, actually. And he wanted a teak bench. We wanted a bench, and met at the hardwood store. And he started looking at some different options, this and that. And he said, "Ooh, what's that?" And we walked over, and it was teak. And teak is a great wood for outdoors. It's full of natural oils that help completely repel it from any kind of water, anything like that. In fact, the best way to finish teak is with teak oil. They actually extract this oil that's in the wood, and you just use it to coat it, and that helps seal it and repel any moisture that may be on it. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna keep this kind of short, and then maybe turn on some music a little bit later in the video. But we're doing two 8-foot benches. Pretty simple design. I was just cutting them down, getting some square edges. Yeah, now I'm routing all of these sides to get some nice round over bit with a 1/4 inch. And that's what it looks like, doing a 1/4 inch round over. What a great camera. I have a Galaxy Note 21 Ultra, I believe it is. And the camera is just awesome with this thing. It's really helped a lot as far as filming videos. Yeah, it's right in my pocket. I use it all the time. Yep, so still just cutting them all down. Got some music going now, so it's a little more fun. One thing I did notice was that the teak dust is different than regular sawdust. It's like spicy. So as I was cutting it up, I could just tell the air was just spicy with the sawdust. So definitely wear a mask if you're going to be sanding it and working with it. Definitely. This is my future brother-in-law, Chet. He came by to give me a hand. He likes woodworking, and we had a Sunday available together. So we had him come over, and here we are, put them together. We decided to go ahead and use a dowel joint to go ahead and connect them, because they're hidden fasteners, they're nice and strong. Yeah, we went ahead and did a nice round over edge on the end pieces. It looks really clean. You'll see it more closer to the end of the video. Yeah, so it's pretty self-explanatory what we're doing here. We went and bought a jig over at Menards to go ahead and make the dowel installation easier. This system's great. It's actually, you go ahead and drill, it gives you a little jig to drill holes in the center of wherever you're cutting. And then whatever pieces you want to join, rather. And then what you do is you just take these, they're like little steel nipples with a little point in the end in the center. You put that in the holes that you drilled, and then you just go ahead and press into whatever you want to connect. And it makes a little dimple on the opposing piece, and you could just drill right into that dimple, and then it lines them up perfectly for you. And there we are using the jig to go ahead and pop them all in. We did a dry fit first before we glued them up. Yeah, so same thing, rinse and repeat, 4 sides. It was nice to have another person to work with. Yeah, a lot of great ideas, and it's good to have someone help to hold things, and he'll also make the time pass. My brother's in the back working on his cabinet job. He picked up a cabinet refinishing job, and he's been sanding these cabinet doors rather, probably like a good week prepping them. He's been doing a really good job. I forgot to throw a little routed edge on the cross pieces themselves. So we already drilled holes for the dowels, so you can't just go ahead and run your router across it. We came across that little problem there. So what we did was just put tape over it, over the hole, and just routed it, just like that. And it worked okay. Yep, just like that. Now to go ahead and glue them together, you do need to rub down the pieces you want to glue with acetone, which is what Chet's doing right now, because it's going to remove the oil that's there, and this way the glue will stick a lot better. Otherwise the glue doesn't want to stick, obviously, to something that's really oily. And you can just feel the weight of these things when you pick them up. They're just, and just touching the teak itself, you can just feel it's like saturated wood. Really, really great stuff. We put some cauls on to go ahead and hold them down. You gotta wrap your cauls with plastic tape so the glue doesn't stick. So here is the glue up. Alright. Should be pretty good. Unfortunately, you can't see exactly what's going on because the cauls are covering the joints. So it just looks like 3 pieces of wood right now. But that's where we are at. Yeah, so let them dry overnight, and now we are in the sanding portion. So we're going down. I started with, I believe they were pretty smooth already. I think I started with 120 and worked them all the way up to 240 or 220 rather. Yeah, they worked out really well. Chet had a nice idea with the trick of putting tape on the vacuum so it doesn't scratch the boards when you're vacuuming out the dust. And yeah, sanded them down. See how nice it is to have someone helping you. They can hold the hose. It's always good to have somebody work with you. Sand down the edges, sand down inside and between. Blow off all the excess. And there we go. That's the teak oil that you apply. And man, does it pop. You got to apply a couple coats. The first coat's going to absorb. Give it a minute, wipe the excess off, then do it again. Pretty much keep doing it until it stops absorbing. That is what it looks like with teak oil. It's gorgeous. So here we go. We're doing our posts for the bench. We got holes that are 36 inches deep for the posts. Say what's up, Bart.
Hey, how's it going?
Yo. There's that going in.
So dusty this time of year.
All right, here we go. Level. See, level. Okay, now we pour the concrete in and we keep checking it.
Oh, this one's already open.
That's why we have the cardboard.
Yeah, we're gonna have to recheck the level for sure.
Yep. But that's all right. So there you go. My client dug really deep holes here. This is going to be the strongest bench this side of the equator.
This side of the equator.
Yes. So there's such a big hole. We'll dump in a couple bags. All right, now we add some water and move it around.
You got the poker?
I got the poker.
There we go.
Bubbles come up, that's good, because that means water's working its way down.
Oh, look at that water go down.
Check for level. Alright, come here, check out the level. So as you can see,
We're
we
off
gotta
a little
go
bit.
that way and that way. So just go ahead before the concrete sets and adjust. There we go.
Beautiful.
Okay. And then over here, same thing. Just give it a yank.
A little bit more. Beautiful.
Not too much actually. There we go. And over here. There. And that's fine. And then don't move. Don't move. Basically, just go ahead and compact. Move it around. Mix the water and the concrete together. There you go. It's not rocket science.
Nope.
Nope.
We're not building a spaceship here.
We're we're not, are we?
But hey, if Tesla's hiring,
No, thank you.
we can build them some nice benches.
Yeah, we'll build you a bench, Tesla. Yeah. For $30 million.
Made out of space wood.
Yeah, just space wood. Alrighty, time for another bag. See you in a minute. So for the process, pretty much rinse and repeat. Get your posts in. We did 3 posts per bench. Yeah, they're going to be cantilevered, so they stick out onto the patio a little bit more. You'll see it a little bit later. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Put your posts in, get your concrete set up, then cut them down the next day. Yeah, there we go. My client dug really deep holes here. He wanted to go make sure they didn't move. So we needed to use a lot of bags of concrete actually. Probably, I'd say 4 bags per post, because you can't backfill with dirt. Dirt's going to go ahead and settle on you. Things are going to move. So whatever you dig, you have to put back with either compacted gravel or concrete is the best, because it's going to set up and nothing's going to move or settle on you. So we have our 6 posts ready for tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and cut them flat, put our base, and then put our benches on top. Stay tuned. So day 2, the posts are nice and tight. All we did was we talked to the client about the height. We went and screwed them in just to get an idea. This is what we're looking at. All right.
We might have to unscrew.
Okay. There we go.
Remember this?
Yeah, I didn't mark both of them. So what we're doing is we're cutting the supports for to cantilever it out over the bench. And it's important that whenever you make a bunch of supports or anything that you do mass production, that you always measure with the same piece. And it's always more accurate to scribe than to measure. So you get one that you like, make sure it looks good and it works, and then go ahead and just start pumping them out. And you have to use the same one, because if this is even off, say this cut is off, a 32nd, then use this one to measure, and then this one and this one and this one. Before you know it, before you get your last piece, you could be up to like a 1/4 inch off. Right, Bart?
Agreed.
Yeah, so those are the supports to go ahead and cantilever it over. We're using a pressure treated around here in Chicagoland area. It's going to be pressure treated pine. And yeah, it should last a good long time. They're going to go ahead and paint them in the spring. So because it's kind of getting cold now soon anyway. So can't wait to see that update. But yeah, that's how that works. Here we have our supports for the cantilevered bench. As you can see, we unscrewed them in and I nailed them in the back. And we are, I wanted to show them level, but you got rid of the level.
Oh, you have a test.
Yeah, that works too.
Supports weight.
When he's right, yeah.
Nice.
A little bit more there. A little bit more there. Repeat for all the posts. So here we are putting in the trim pieces that's going to cover the base of the benches. Here's an example. We're doing the sides first. All right. Basically, we're just going and we're doing the score method. So you put it here, and then you just score. You put it where you want. Then you just score on the back where you want the mark. Go cut it, and then it's perfect every time. All ready?
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it. So we went ahead and installed our veneer with brad nails, and we also glued them with Type Pond 3, which is good for exterior. Yeah, and that's pretty much what the finished product's gonna look like. They're gonna paint the bases in the spring, and I think it looks awesome. What do you think, man?
I think it looks amazing, dude.
Right?
I love it.
Yeah, I just got some L brackets under here to hold it up, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you, man. Once you're all done, I'll post some what it looks like all finished. And oh man, my glasses are out. Why don't you tell me I look like a bum?
I didn't notice until you pointed it out, to be honest.
Aww.
Here we go. Putting the L brackets in.
I like to do it this way. Of course, my drill battery is in the way, but that'll do.
Nice, there's one. And I mean, you get the point.
It ain't rocket science.
It ain't rocket science.
If you don't know how to put it in an L bracket, don't build anything. Oh, that's called karma. That's what that is. Oh my gosh! Wow,
what are you
dude!
doing here?
I'm not lefty.
Even the dog is laughing at you.
I'm not lefty, man. There we go. Actually.
Alright. We get the point.
Actually, I don't like that one. Sometimes, in this particular situation, you can't get, your drill tip head where you need it to go. So, Milwaukee, I know, makes this wonderful little tool called a right angle. See? Good spin. Very nice. This is very, very nifty when you have to get in these certain spots, which you're gonna see in a minute. Come on. Just stop it. Can you see?
Yep.
All right, good.
Bam!
That's how it's done. Putting the final touches on it, huh?
Yep.
Just rubbing some more of that teak.
Cooking it up with teak oil.
There you go.
Appropriate?
So that was the teak build, start to finish. Teak bench, rather. It was a good time. Bart had fun too. So until next time, the next thing we build. See you guys later. Stay thirsty, my friends. This one was a real pleasure to do. Sometimes projects come along and they're fun, not fun. This one was great. So I hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I look forward to seeing you next video, guys.